day to everyone joining us today. My name is Heinrich Neetling and welcome to Mathematical Literacy. The focus of our lesson today will be on measurement integrated with finance. So we will be doing some cost calculation. Guys, let us start with question 1. So in question number 1, I've indicated here that Randall buys cylindrical diesel tanks, right, from an international engineering company, and then he sells them to local garage owners at a profit. Okay, so there we can see a picture of the cylindrical diesel tank. So the dimensions of each cylinder, it has height of 20 feet and 8 inches, diameter of 120 inches, right? What else is important is that the cylindrical diesel tank had a weight of 9,500 pounds, right? 9,500 lbs when it was imported, okay? So what is it that we need to calculate? So first up I said calculate the total cost price, okay, of the tank if it was bought at 0,0997 per gram, okay? Now again, let's look at our dimensions. It's given height of 20 feet 8 inches, diameter of 120 inches. But then also here, I gave you some conversion factors here, right? Between foot, centimeters, inches and centimeters, pounds and kilograms. Guys, are we fine with that? Okay, so looking at this question, what is it that we need to do first? Okay, we'll look at the pounds that was given to us. So I'll start off by saying, how many kilograms will that be? Thereafter, I know that this is being sold, right, per gram. But when I look at this table here, do I see any direct conversion between pounds and grams? No, right? But what do I note? There is, however, between pounds and kilograms. Okay? Hence, I'm going to convert the 9,500 pounds. Right? This I will first multiply by my 0,4536 to take it to where? To kilograms, to convert it to kilograms. So 9,500 multiplied by 0,4536. So when I simplify this, I get an answer of 4,309,2. Remember, this is now kilograms. Guys, are you still following? Okay. Now, I'm at kilograms at this moment in time. But I need to go and convert this kilograms to grams. Quick question. How many grams in 1 kilogram? I agree. 1,000. So therefore, moving on to my next step, I'll take the 4,309,2 kilograms, right? And I'll multiply this by 1,000. Okay, to see how many grams that will be. So 4,309,2 multiplied by 1,000. So that will give us 4,309,200. So it's 4,309,200. And remember, this is now in grams. Guys, are we fine? Remember, the question says, calculate the total cost price of the tank if it was bought at 0,0997 Rand per gram. So therefore, I now have the weight of this tanker, right, in grams. So therefore, I'll take my 4,309,200 grams, and I multiply it by the rate here, okay, of 0,0997 rands. So let's quickly do that. 4,309,200 multiplied by 0,0997. Okay, so that will give us a total cost. So each of these diesel cylindrical tankers will cost 429,627 Rand and 24 cents. So when Randall is importing this from America, this is what he'll pay. 429,627 Rand and 24 cents. Guys, are we clear on this one? Let me quickly recap. I took the weight in pounds, the 9,500. I've multiplied it. I looked at the conversion table here. And I first converted the pounds to kilograms by multiplying it by 0,4536. Ended with 4,309,2 kilograms. Thereafter, I converted my kilograms into grams by multiplying that by the conversion factor of 1,000. Now my answer is in grams, the weight of this diesel tank, 4,309,200 grams. I therefore took the 4,309,200 grams and I multiplied by the cost per gram, the 0,0997 rand, and that gave me an answer of 429,627 rand and 24 cents. Okay, let us now look at our next question. So question number B, it says determine the selling price if the tank was later on sold at a profit of 25%. What else is given? It says here, you may use the following formula. Profit equals your percentage profit markup multiplied by your cost price, and then also selling price equals your profit plus your cost price. Now I quickly want to take you back. Remember, here what do I need? I need the cost price. Now let's quickly look at what the cost price. Remember, here's the cost price. It's 429,627 rand and 24 cents. We will need that. Okay, so I'll write down the cost price. We said it's 429,627 rand and 24 cents. This is our cost price. Are we fine? Okay, so there's our formula again. So first of all, I will calculate the profit, right, by indicating profit. Remember, what is our ultimate aim is to determine the selling price. If the tank was later sold at a profit of 25%. So let's determine the profit first. So profit equals your percentage profit markup. And what is that? It's indicated here at 25%. And we must multiply that by our cost price. Can you see I chose the applicable formula? Now I'm going to substitute. What is the percentage markup? It's 25%. So I say 25% of what? Of the cost price. Now, as I've indicated there, I wrote the cost price down here. So that will be 429,627 rand and 24 cents. Now let's perform this calculation to see what we'll get. So it is 25 divided by 100 multiplied by 429,627 rand and 24 cents. Okay, so after keying that in on my calculator, I got an answer of 107,406 rand and 81 cents. So what is this amount? This is the profit I've calculated. Are we clear? Now, guys, I can move on by calculating my selling price. And how do we do that? Here we clearly indicated that in order to determine the selling price, we need the profit plus the cost price. Now we have both those values. Okay, so I'll start again by my formula. Selling price equals your profit plus your cost price. Right, there's our formula. Step number 2, I'll substitute my values. What is my profit? There, profit is 107,000. Let me just write that so that it's nice and visible. 107,406 rand and 81 cents plus my cost price. There's my cost price. It's 429,627 rand and 24 cents. Let me add the two amounts together. So it's 107,406 rand and 81 cents plus your 429,627 rand and 24 cents. Okay, let me just add that again. 107,406 rand and 81 cents plus 429,627 rand and 24 cents. That will give us a selling price of 537,000, okay, and 34 rand and 5 cents. Guys, so in order for me to determine the selling price, I took my profit, 107,406 rand and 81 cents, plus the cost price of 429,627 rand and 24 cents. I've ended with a selling price of 537,034 rand and 5 cents. So what we are saying is that Randall buys, right, a cylindrical tank at a cost of 429,627 rand and 24 cents, and then he sold them to local garage owners at a cost of 537,034 rand and 5 cents. Guys, let us quickly break, and then after our break, we'll continue with some more sums. See you after the break.